Sometimes the most disturbing crimes don't happen in the shadows of the night. They happen in broad daylight, in the places we feel safest. This is the story of Anika Smith, a 17-year-old girl from Pretoria, South Africa, who never expected her quiet day at home to be her last. It was March 10th, 2010. Anika had stayed home from school that day. She wasn't feeling well, just a mild ear infection. Her dad, Johann Smith, left for work in the morning like usual. He even arranged for medicine to be delivered to her later that morning. She texted him around 9:30 a.m. That would be the last time anyone ever heard from her. When Johann came home that afternoon, he found something no parent should ever have to see. His daughter, gone. And what he walked into wasn't just tragic, it was horrifying. Anika had been killed, violently. There are details we won't get into out of respect, but this was clearly not random. It was deeply personal. Her throat had been slit, and more disturbingly, both of her hands had been removed. They were never found. Police believed it wasn't just about killing her. Someone wanted to send a message or erase evidence, or both. Now here's where it gets even more chilling. There were no signs of forced entry, nothing broken, nothing stolen. It looked like Anika had opened the door willingly. Did she know the person? Did she trust them? And if so, who would want to hurt her like this? Her cell phone was missing, her hands gone. Forensics were limited. The killer left barely a trace. The early investigation focused on people close to Anika. Her boyfriend, Nico Venter, was briefly considered a suspect, but no solid evidence ever tied him to the scene. Her father was looked at too, like any parent would be in a case like this, but again, nothing. He took a polygraph, cooperated fully, and even hired private investigators when the case went cold. The detectives struggled. Leads went nowhere. The crime was unusually violent, but there was no clear motive. And as time passed, the trail got colder. Then, in 2016, 6 years after the murder, something unexpected happened. A man named Andreas Smiley Van Wyck walked into a police station and confessed. He said he killed Anika. Police arrested him, and for a brief moment it seemed like the case might be over. But things didn't add up. Van Wyck later said he was forced to confess, that a man and woman threatened his family unless he took the blame. DNA found at the crime scene didn't match. His confession, full of inconsistencies. Eventually, the charges were dropped. Van Wyck was sent for psychiatric evaluation, and the case was back at square one. Johann Smith never stopped searching for answers. Over the years, he's spoken publicly, worked with investigators, and even offered rewards. In 2024, over a decade after his daughter's death, he voluntarily took a second polygraph to clear his name. Again, it passed without issue. He's never stopped hoping that one day someone will come forward, that the truth, whatever it is, will finally be known. So what happened to Anika? Some believe she knew her killer. The lack of forced entry suggests she may have let them in. Others point to the ritualistic nature of the scene, the missing hands, suggesting something darker. There's even been speculation about whether the crime was symbolic or meant to silence her. But without hard evidence, it's all just that, speculation. And the longer the case remains unsolved, the harder it is to separate truth from theory. It's now been over 15 years since Anika was killed. No one has been arrested. No one's been charged. The case is still technically open, but there haven't been any major updates in years. For many in Pretoria, the name Anika Smith still echoes, not just because of the horror of what happened, but because justice was never served. Anika was 17. She loved life, her family, her friends. She had a future, one that was taken from her in a way that no one deserves. And her story deserves to be told, because somewhere out there, someone knows what happened, and maybe, just maybe, they're ready to talk. If you have any information about the murder of Anika Smith, contact the Pretoria North Police. Your voice could help bring peace to a family that's been waiting far too long. Thanks for watching. If you found this story compelling, please like, share, and subscribe for more true crime documentaries. Stay safe and stay aware.